The Giver, 2014, full story and creators. Introduction. The Giver is a 2014 American science fiction film directed by Phillip Noyce, based on Lois Lowry's 1993 novel of the same name. The film presents a dystopian society that has eliminated pain, suffering, and emotions in order to create a seemingly perfect world. However, this comes at the cost of individuality, color, and true human experience. The movie stars Brenton Thwaites as Jonas, Jeff Bridges as the Giver, Meryl Streep as the Chief Elder, and Odeya Rush as Fiona. The screenplay was written by Michael Mitnick and Robert B. Weide. The film was produced by the Weinstein Company and Walden Media, with Jeff Bridges playing a significant role in bringing the adaptation to the screen, as he had been trying to make the film for nearly 2 decades. A perfect society with hidden truths. The movie is set in a future society where people live under strict rules to maintain peace and order. They have removed emotions, memories, and choices to eliminate conflict. Everyone is assigned roles in the community based on their abilities, and people take daily medication to suppress emotions and memories of the past. Jonas is a young man who lives in this controlled environment. Along with his friends, Fiona, Odeya Rush, and Asher, Cameron Monaghan, he eagerly awaits the annual ceremony of 12, where individuals are assigned their lifelong roles. 2. Jonas becomes the receiver of memory. At the ceremony, Jonas is chosen for a special role, the receiver of memory. This is a prestigious but isolating position, as he is tasked with receiving all the memories of the past from the current receiver, known as the Giver, Jeff Bridges. The Giver is an elderly man who holds all the suppressed knowledge and emotions of the past world, which include pain, war, love, and joy. As Jonas begins his training, the Giver transfers memories to him, showing him the colors, feelings, and history that the rest of the society has forgotten. Jonas starts to experience true emotions for the first time: happiness, sadness, and love. He also realizes the dark reality of his seemingly perfect world. The suppression of emotions has stripped people of their humanity. 3. The truth about release. Jonas's awakening intensifies when he discovers the true meaning of release. In his community, when people become too old, break the rules, or do not fit in, they are released under the pretense that they are sent to a better place. However, Jonas learns that release is actually euthanasia. People are injected with a lethal substance and killed. He witnesses his father, Alexander Skarsgård, who works as a nurturer, euthanizing an infant simply because it was weaker than its twin. This shocks Jonas and strengthens his resolve to bring change. 4. Jonas plans to escape. Jonas stops taking his daily medication, which allows his emotions to fully awaken. He falls in love with Fiona and tries to convince her that their world is unnatural. However, Fiona, like everyone else, is conditioned to obey the rules. Jonas knows that the only way to restore emotions and freedom to the people is to cross the boundary of memory, a distant area beyond the community. The Giver helps Jonas plan his escape, knowing that if he crosses the boundary, the suppressed memories will return to everyone. Meanwhile, the Chief Elder, Meryl Streep, becomes suspicious of Jonas's behavior and orders his capture. The final escape and restoration of memory. Jonas learns that a baby named Gabriel, whom his father has been nurturing, is at risk of being released because he is not developing as expected. Unable to let the child die, Jonas takes Gabriel and escapes the community, embarking on a dangerous journey through the wilderness. As he travels, Jonas experiences pain, cold, and hunger for the first time. He also sees real beauty, including snow and a colorful sunrise, things his society had erased. The Chief Elder sends drones and troops to capture him, but Jonas evades them. Finally, Jonas reaches the boundary of memory, a mysterious area that holds the key to restoring the world's forgotten emotions and history. As he crosses the threshold, the memories flood back into the community. People begin to experience emotions, see colors, and realize what had been stolen from them. Fiona, the Giver, and the rest of the community awaken to a new reality. Jonas continues walking through the snow with Gabriel, eventually finding a sled and a house lit with warm lights, representing hope and the return of humanity. Themes and messages. The Giver explores various thought-provoking themes, including 1. The importance of emotions. The The film highlights how emotions, including pain and suffering, are essential to truly experiencing life. 2. The danger of totalitarianism. The movie warns against oppressive governments that control people by taking away their choices and history. 3. The power of memory. Memories provide wisdom, growth, and connection, making them vital for a meaningful existence. 4. The role of free will. Without freedom of choice, people become robotic and lose their individuality. Creators and production. Director Phillip Noyce. Producers Jeff Bridges, Neil Koenigsberg, Nikki Silver. Michael Mitnick, Robert B. Waddy. Based on The Giver by Lois Lowry. Marco Beltrami. Ross Emery. Production companies: The Weinstein Company, Walden Media, distributed by The Weinstein Company. Jeff Bridges played a major role in bringing The Giver to the screen. He had envisioned making the film since the 1990s, and originally intended for his father, Lloyd Bridges, to play The Giver. However, after years of delays, the project finally moved forward with Bridges himself in the lead role. Reception and legacy. The Giver received mixed reviews from critics. While some praised the performances, especially Jeff Bridges and Meryl Streep, and the film's visual style, others felt that it lacked the depth and emotional impact of the book. The movie was often compared to similar dystopian films like The Hunger Games and Divergent. Despite the criticism, The Giver introduced new audiences to Lois Lowry's novel and sparked discussions about freedom, memory, and the nature of humanity. Conclusion. The Giver is a thought-provoking sci-fi film that challenges the idea of a utopian society. It asks the audience to consider the importance of emotions, memories, and free will in defining what it means to be truly alive. While it may not have achieved the same level of success as other dystopian films, its themes remain relevant and continue to inspire discussions about the power of knowledge and choice.